everybody, Torgal here, playing some Modsauce 2. The last few... Ooh, this is a cool view. I'm using the orb to get some LP in my network, because I have another instance going on over here, and the altar is full, and I just took him out of the chest the last day and a half. You know, I came down here every once in a while, and I made a little bit over 2 stacks of these slates. And it is time that we upgrade, and this is a crazy picture. It's time that we upgrade our altar to tier 2, because that is where the fun is going to start here today. And to do that, I'd like to have, you know, runes of sacrifice. But the problem is runes of sacrifice require reinforced slates, which requires you to have a tier 2 altar. So we have to make some regular blood orbs, which is fine. Let me just put all these in there. And let's just make 8 of these, just so we can get to tier 2. And they're not going to waste, because later on, speed runes, you see here, they require a blood rune. So we can use them again when we get to that. And also now I want to make the second orb, this one right here, Apprentice, which is an emerald. So I'm going to take that with me too. Well, I think we have a few. Look, we have over 3,000 diamonds now. It's awesome. And yep, that's it. Let's get going. Let's upgrade this guy. Let's have a golden carrot first. I switched from eggs. Oh, I did not show you guys. I made the imbued tool. Reason being, I had to dig out another big room in the Thaumcraft area. And while I do like the atomic disassembler, you cannot enchant it, and I finally wanted to have silk touch. My main tool always supposed to have silk touch. I can't stand not having silk touch on my pick, and it's quite expensive. I think it cost 8 times 5, 40 nether stars plus this stuff here, which is no problem, because you guys remember we have endless wither skeleton skulls. Here's a cache with 9,980, and another one with over 9,500 at spawn, so it's no problem for us to make those. And then I used the Botania enchanter. I used the enchanter at spawn with a written book, book and quill, and a slime ball. Makes you a silk touch 1 book. And then I used our Botania enchanter, so I still have the, there it is, the silk touch book. And I can reuse that again, but I don't think I'm gonna make another tool, because, well, this tool is just amazing. How do I show you guys this? Let's go real quick. Let me show you in the mining world, in case you haven't seen it. It's pretty nuts. It says OP-ness, and it's definitely correct. So let's just go down a few blocks. Just a few, you know. And I'm at bedrock. Yeah, this is that tool. Even with silk touch. Ooh, some diamonds. Ooh, some lava. Get out of here. I'm leaving. I don't want to waste any time. We got stuff to do. I just wanted to show you guys this tool. I mean, it's really cool, and it does everything: wood, dirt, stone. And for the, you know, wither stars, you better get an OP tool, honestly. Now, well, I guess I can just take the workbook home, right? What am I doing? I don't need to fly up. If somebody falls in that hole, it's their own fault, not mine. Okay, let's empty this out. I need you, you, and you. And let's finally continue with this. I don't understand why this, you know, these chunks are loaded, but there we go. Now I can get here. So, now you really know everything I did. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this. You gotta be really careful with this tool, guys. I just tapped the button, because if I do 1 second too long, bam, I destroy something. It takes a while to get used to, but it's fine. So now we have a... I remember this texture different. I wonder if they changed that. But, bam, altar's current tier 2. And let's go ahead and start with this guy first to make our next orb. That's... I don't even know how much it's going to take. Let's see. Probably 5,000. Okay. And then I still have... This guy's still going. I can still poke myself. These are amazing, these instances. I made 3 the other day, and I still have 1 in the ME system. And as soon as this guy is done, we are going to make the Dagger of Sacrifice. This guy right here, which is a sword in a tier 2 with 3000 LP. And what that allows us to do, if you kill mobs on top of the Blood Altar, it's a instant kill, one hit, and whatever it is dies. And of course you get their LP. And what I want to set up today is a villager spawner on top of this, because a villager, okay, I think it's passive mobs give you 300 LP, I think. Aggressive mobs like zombies, skellies, and so on give you 500, and villagers give you 2000. So that's pretty crazy. I right-click this one time. How much do we have? 5200. That's not bad. So let's get rid of this. And now, before... should we set up that? Yeah, I think we're gonna set up the spawner first. Okay, so I made this little spawn platform here. Inside it is 5 tall. I wanted to make sure that between the auto spawner and the hole there's at least 3 of them. So down here is simply, it's 3 tall. I use dark glass, just, I don't know, I really like the dark glass. I know we don't need it to be dark down here, but I just like the look of it a lot. But I didn't want to use it up here because I didn't want it to be that dark inside, just in case. So let's go ahead and set up the actual spawner stuff real quick. On the top here, we're going to have the Tesseract. And that is going to run on the Cursed Earth one. Because we are going to need, don't care about items, but I want to receive the fluid, the mob essence, and I want to receive energy. And now we can put the auto spawner right there, and it's going to fill up. Bam, full. And in the back of this, I'm gonna need a wire. I think that should work. All right, let's make sure that is there a redstone signal here? Not there. I mean here. Yes, there is. And we want this to be ignored. Ignore everything. And I'm gonna need to come up here. So I think I'm gonna need to place this wireless receiver like that. Oh, I can shift right click, you can turn it around. Cool. I actually did not know that. I thought I'm gonna need a screwdriver or wrench or something. And then we're just gonna put alloy wire right there. And we're gonna set this to 4000. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is our frequent. By the way, I stopped giving it names because they keep disappearing. I don't know where they are. There is no more names. Sometimes they're there or not. So I just know 4000. Oh boy. I know we use 4001. Wait. I have 4001, 4002. Where am I using the second one? Oh my. I know we're using one over here, down here. This is 4002. Oh yeah, 4001. Am I using something over here at Botania? No. I don't know where I'm using 4002. Oh, of course. The wisps. Duh. So 4001, 4002, and this is gonna be, like I said, 4003. That's why it would be cool to have these names, right? So this is 4003, okay. And for now, we are just going to do this manually down here, because eventually we are going to hook this up with Steve's Factory Manager, but not for now. Where am I gonna put this? Can I put you on here? No, because it's glass. Okay, so you need to go away. I'm gonna need a solid block like that. And now I need to change these two. I can't have that, sorry guys. And I'm gonna need another one. I also taught the ME system to make me nether brick, because I think I'm gonna use that more with our factories and so on. So now I can put this guy, let's put it down here like that, and set that also to 4003. And put the lever up there. So that is enabled. And that should stop this guy here. Yep, it stopped. Cool. And of course it's running back here. Sweet. So now I have a remote way of closing this. I'm gonna need to leave the hole open because we still I got a spell here, conveyor belts, and I'm going to use these. These are my favorite ones. These are not bad, but meh. And I'll teach this to the ME system just so it knows it. Put that with the MFR stuff here. You guys see also got grinder and auto spawner and Safari Net reusable. And now I believe for some reason I had 16. Why? I don't know. Let's just make another 100. Go. Do it. And let's go back down there and I'll just show you how I'm going to handle it. I don't know if in this version... So there's one here, this way, this way, this way, this way. I always just start in the middle one so I know it. And then I know this entire row here is gonna be like this. Is these moving me? Yes, okay. Luckily we... Hey. Really? Alright, luckily we have flight, even though with these conveyor belts it's always kind of funky. And I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this entire platform. Let me make it day here, so... What? You want to sleep on that? Apparently I cannot sleep on slabs. Alright, can I sleep down here? Thank you very much. And now we're just gonna close off the hole. Well, before we close off the hole, I actually need to put the villager in there. I don't know where this was. I think here. And there's our villager. I captured this one a long time ago. And we're just gonna get this guy here. Right there. What are you? What are you selling? 2 bread for 3 emeralds. Wow, that's a good trade. Hey, hey, hey. What? Ooh, don't be running away. Alright, accept copy, no. I don't want the exact copy. There's no reason. It's going to save us a lot of power and time. It's going to be super fast. And now we can close this. And now let's make our sword real quick before we actually turn this on so we can start sacrificing these guys. And I will not need this sacrificial knife anymore. So I'm putting that back up there. That's our blood magic area right there in the bag for now. And come on. Hurry up, buddy. Give me my sword. It's only 3,000 LP. How long does this take? I'm so impatient, aren't I? Come on, give it to me. Wait a second. Oh, there it is. I do have particle effects turned off, by the way, via... I guess I could turn them on. Via... What is this? Optifine. Potion particles. Because they bother me whenever I have night vision on and so on. Which we're gonna get very soon via Botania, by the way. But now we have this thing here, okay? And now let's check it out. We have 5,150. I'm gonna turn this on. And we should see some villagers spawn here and go down the drain. Give it to me. Come on. Bam. 2. See how fast they spawn? It's really quite fast. Okay, and I'm just gonna turn it off for now. Because this is only a test. So let's kill 1. Bam. 1 hit, dead. And you see 7,150 without any sacrifice runes. So that is very efficient and it's going to make it very easy for me. And that's what I'm going to do until next episode. Then we're going to upgrade again. I'm going to make a bunch of these slates right here. Reinforced slates. They require tier 2, 2,000 LP. And it's going to be just a lot easier, you know, than 2,000 LP. I got to take 10 of my hearts. That just takes way too long. Ah, we're getting this crap again. Ugh. You get this everywhere. And I am most likely going to add here, you guys see, this is the one that turns the regular slate on, the logic. And this one is going to be reinforced. And I think this one is going to be the imbued one. And just for now, I still want to automate this somehow. I don't know yet how, but it's really not important because, you know, once we have all this done, you don't need that many slates anymore. So now I'm just going to kill these guys off so they're dead. I've been waiting and looking forward to this for a very long time, guys, because I want to get started with Thaumcraft. Last episode I mentioned that, you know, this was too dark for me, so I replaced a lot of these with these arcane stone blocks. These are chiseled to the beveled tile, and this is what it looks like by default, the arcane stone block. It's also pretty. This is arcane stone block chiseled and so on. And the arcane stone block is very easy to make, in case you're wondering. It's stone surrounding one shard, and then it costs a few points of aspect. Don't even... Where is it? Where is it? No. I think... Oh my goodness. Where's it at? Where is it at? I know I can find it this way. It's 1 Terra and 1 Ignis. And I've already made some gear. I told you guys that when we start with Thaumcraft, we're not going to do the old-fashioned way. You know, and there's some things we need to start with the old-fashioned way, but I want to get to the applied Energistics way as soon as possible. So everything automated, no more jars and stuff like that. But until we get to that, we need to do it this way. And this right here is just enchanted fabric, which is just wool surrounded by string with a few V's or aspects. And then the goggles of revealing is... let me show you guys real quick. It is right there. Arcane workbench, a little leather, 2 more of the thermometers, gold, and then 5 of everything. And I'm sure that you guys have seen this set here many times before made, so that's why I figured I'm going to skip it in the goggly eyes. But what the benefit of this is that we're getting a little Viz discount. 5%, 2%, 2%, 1%. And then depending on what ones we're using, and we're going to take them all 3 with us because we're probably going to need them now. I prepared a ton of stuff. This one here gives 100%, and this one here is 90%. So this gear plus that, and you start saving some V's when you make items, okay? But just so you know how I made this. And now let me give you a quick overview of what all this is, okay? First of all, if you never made this, it's very simple. These tables here is just 3 slabs and 2 pieces of... 3 slabs and 2 pieces of planks. Yeah, just like that. And you need 2 of these for the research table, and you put it down, and then you right-click it with your inscribing tools, and that is it. And now you guys see there is a bunch of bookshelves with these mixed crystal clusters. And the way you make them is just the 6 different shards, and to make it, it's very simple, doesn't cost anything else. And what this does is it gives you, I think it's called ghost points. So when you have a research table here, I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. It slowly generates the different aspects for you in here, okay? The more of the stuff you have around, I don't know how far away it can be and so on. And I even read you can have multiple research tables with multiple of these, so you could make a whole array and just get free aspects, okay? But from scanning and so on, I've gotten quite a lot. Whenever I find nodes, I scan them and so on. And I researched far enough so I can just shift-click something here. You see it automatically combined those 2 for me. That is, I believe, research expertise. Either the expertise or the let's see here. And you're also able to see what aspects to combine. No. So it is the mastery. Additional, lastly, able to combine aspects in the research table by shift-clicking. And this one gives me a little bit of warp, but I have so little that it doesn't bother me yet. And the other warp I've gotten is from the Crimson Cult here. That just tells you what these cultists are about. You know, those are those black obelisk structures in the world where you can also find these banners, which I scanned, by the way. When you scan these, it unlocks... I have to find this real quick. The banners right here. So now we could even make our own banners in different colors and so on. But you need to scan one of those to unlock these. But how I got that cultist research is Mike killed a bunch of these guys and got this Crimson Rites book. And I thought that I can read it, right? But no, you right-click it and then it just gives you that research, and then you also get the little extra warp. But it's no problem. So, and the other thing I wanted to show you guys here is these deconstruction tables. All right, you guys see I'm getting free aspects here. And I actually learned that from Dragon. He said the best thing to put in these is a crafting table. You know, I was always putting everything else, but the crafting table guarantees you one aspect every time you do it, and it's going to be one of the primals. So this one right here, Predictio. So that is really good to know, and that's why I have 3 of these here. The research for that is also, is it in? Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be having this problem often. Here it is, deconstruction table. And if I haven't mentioned this before yet, we have set Thaumcraft to easy research. We all agreed that the mini game, you know, researching the stuff is really not fun and it's time consuming. So we set it to easy. So for example, if I want to learn magic staffs, I don't have the aspects right now. I need 3 Recantatio and 3 Instrumentum. Let's just do that real quick. So I need 2 more of these and 2 more of these. And now when I go here, I can just click on it and I learned it. And honestly, this way, Thaumcraft is a lot more fun. I like Thaumcraft, but this way it's even more fun, honestly. So, and then I set up the Infusion altar here. If you don't know how to build that, just refer to Artifice right there. It shows you how to make the matrix, and then it shows you here how to make it. You just need 4 stone bricks, 4 blocks on top, and then 1 above, 1 empty space between the pedestal and this, the runic matrix. And then you need a wand with at least 25 of each aspect, and you right click it and then this forms. And I decided to have these arcane pedestals in this formation. You don't need that many, but I just want to make sure that when we get to the highest stuff possible, we have enough room. And underneath, well, up here, let me start here first. This is just decoration, okay? I put a beacon here. It has absolutely no purpose. I just think it looks cool. But these crystal clusters here, from the center of this matrix, which I believe is here, if I'm not mistaken. So the air block between the pedestal and the matrix, the center here, 10 blocks in every direction. You can make your altar more stable. And that's why I put these crystal clusters up here. And underneath, I put all these skulls and more crystal clusters. And now the only thing it's important to know is that it needs to be absolutely symmetrical. So if this head was like this, it would be the opposite right there, this one, where my mouse cursor is. These two are not symmetrical. So this one would have to face this way. And this one would have to face that way. And this one this way. So when you set these up, you need to make sure that you're absolutely symmetrical in order to get the benefit. And all this does is, so when you have certain infusions, for example, let's see if I can find one. How about you? Here. You see Arcane Infusion, Instability, Negligible. So this one is no problem, but there's other ones, you know, that are dangerous and so on. So the more items you have, the more stable your infusion altar gets, and you know, the less likelihood for you to generate flux and have items pop off the pedestals and so on. Okay, now check it out. I had this run no longer than an hour and a half, guys. Let me just turn it on in case you forgot what it looked like. And this chest back here filled up so fast, so I just put a simple ME system here. You guys haven't seen it yet. Those are all, it's a tier 5 wisp spawner, and the grinders are killing them, and we are getting all these ethereal essences in an hour and a half, guys. Over 5,000 of each of the primals, and then all the other ones. And all together, I forgot now. How many did we say there are? I have them all learned, even the taint one. Let's see here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40, 44, 48, 52, 55 aspects. And I believe that is how many I have in here, because it doesn't matter over which I hover. I don't get a unknown. If you, for example, if you get this gula, whatever this is, and you have not learned it yet, it would say unknown. But we got 55 in here also, I'm pretty sure. And it's nice, because this is going to make it super easy. Instead of having to, you know, figure out what aspects here, to give you an example, you know, Fabrico. I can get that from wool, arcane work tables, bookshelves, enchanting tables, brewing stations. You know, I don't want to use that. And then you have other aspects that are left over. This way I can just take, hey, I need this much, I need that much, and done. So I'm really happy about having this, and this ME system here is soon going to move down to here. Because that's what we're going to set up real quick. And I wanted to first show you down here as a whole, we're going to put our regular ME system here. And I promised you guys that last time in the Botania area that I'm going to show you how I made the... I forgot now what it's called. That thing you need. How descriptive. So what we're going to do here is I made this matter condenser. And I'm going to simply take this out with my matter transporter. So all this cobble now stops for a minute. And I'm going to take the matter condenser and put it in here. Okay? And then you need to make a 64K storage component. And you put that in here. And actually, let me change this here. You want to set this to from destroy items to singularities. And now I can put this in here, and you're going to see it's starting to fill this. And once this reaches, it has 256,000 items. It doesn't care what. If it's cobble or diamond blocks, 256,000 items, then we're going to get a singularity here. And I'm going to wait this out now. This is going to take about 30 minutes until we get that, and then we can go ahead and connect our ME system. And here it is, guys. You see, it's already cycling to the next one, so I'm glad I caught it in time. And all we need is this one singularity, and we can take this guy out, and then break this, take it back out, and of course, then put our regular, bam, compacting drawer back in there. Now let me put all this gobbledygook away here real quick, because we won't need that anymore. Actually, let's put it up there. Oh yeah, and I was going to show you guys this one here. I made this between episodes, a mana blaster. The mana blaster itself is made, you know, with a redstone mana spreader, rune of mana, and so on. You guys can see the recipe, it's no problem. And then I made a lens, and that is the mana lens flash right here. Very simple to make, just any glowstone, mana charges, fire charges, and the lens itself, and then I dyed it with an ink sac. And what that does is, bam, right click, it uses a little bit of mana, and it places this little invisible lighting here, almost invisible. Because I wanted to have a different light source. It bugged me that we, let's go down here real quick, that like here on the altar I have some lights. I didn't want to use torches or, you know, whatchamacallit, these lamps from Z-tones everywhere and so on. I just wanted to have an unintrusive way of lighting up the area, and hopefully I can catch it before it turns night and just show you guys what my whole area here at night looks like now, just so you can see it. And now let's go ahead, where did I do this last time? Yes, down here. Let's go ahead and make our little thingamajiggies, whatever they're called again. Yeah, I made it down here last time. So what we need for this now is, let me put the mana blaster away. We're gonna need the lever, we're gonna need a tiny TNT and an ender dust. That's just a pulverized ender pearl, and I gotta take off, whoops. No, I gotta turn this guy off. I forgot that I have a different magnet now. And this guy right here, place right there. Put the lever right there. And now you gotta throw... What did I do with the... Oh, I need you. And we just toss these two guys up here and fly away so we don't pick them up. And it's a little weird here how this works. Hopefully it works. And you can use a tiny TNT instead of a big one, so the hole is smaller. Bam, boom, that is it. And I got 2 quantum entangled singularities. And that's what we were after. Let me just close this off here so I can reuse this next time. And okay, so now let's go up to the workshop. And I always put these guys into the anvil and then name them for what I want them to use that. And an hour, ooh. Thaumcraft, I don't have XP. Let's go get some real quick. Luckily, we have a whole cache back. Ooh, did you guys see? I put a little tree farm here. just so I can make some more wood if I need it. That was something I wanted to do for a while, and all this is turned off because, well, did I get it? Hello? Okay. Because I just have... What just happened? Did I only take one? May I have more? May I have another, please? Sorry for the derping here. Let's go eat these up while I fly up here, and let's just get close to 30 levels. I don't like not having levels anyway. And go back down to the anvil. And bam. Cool. Now I can put these in here. And name it Thaumcraft. Okay, so now we have 2 of these. Now we go upstairs here. And we're going to send up this end. I already put some dense cable here. And I'm going to need... Oh, I only made 8 of these. I'm a knucklehead. I got to make 8 more of these in a second. And how you do this is you just make a ring. Like that. And put the middle one in here. And now you see it formed. And then we place one of these 2 in here. So this is like our outgoing... quantum ring. Okay, this is sending from our main ME system. Now let me go ahead and make 8 more of these real quick. That is why I had these other... Now I remember. I have found a bunch of energy cells, and I have 2 more, so I'm gonna make 6 of these real quick. I didn't teach that to the ME system. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I can make 8. What do you want? Dense. Just some dense cable. Make 10. Do it. Why is this taking so long? What's happening? Well, what do you need to make? You just need to assemble it. Don't get slow on me. What? Oh, I don't like that. So, bam. Now we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I knew I only had 8 of these. Cool. So now we can go down to the Thaumcraft area and go over here and set this up. And I actually wanted to bring... Let me get this fella out of here. And let me turn on my magnet again. And do I have any elevators? No. Okay, I'll put an elevator up here and down here later. That's no problem. And this guy, we are going to put it right there. Like that. I don't know. I need this, that. And this one later. Okay. So now let me put this one in here and hook this up. And now, of course, we still need to have... How am I going to do this? I'd like to keep this. Let's go with this guy right there. With this guy right there. And with the Tesseract right there. And this should be charging. Perfect. And see, now it lit up. We are connected. You got the little sparklies inside there. And now I can run. I decided to go with black cables in the Thaumcraft area. And can I hook you up in the front here? No. Okay. It's apparently... What? Can I only do the... Aha. Okay. Then I actually want to use a black dense cable up here. Right there. And then I'm gonna lay 2. 1 to the left and 1 to the right. This one will need next episode or something. And then go up here. And now we can hook up our ME system. Let me just close this, otherwise I might fall in 20 times this episode. Bam, bam. And let's get our crafting terminal right there. And I made these guys so I can dress this up so you cannot see that there's anything here. Oh, that's perfect. I love the color. It fits perfectly with the Arcane Stone, doesn't it? All right, and now, bam, we got access to our ME system from here. That is really cool. Now, well, actually, I can put this away. Might need these, but not this. And that is it. So now we got the ME system over here, and now we're actually going to do some Thaumcraft. Woohoo! I'd like to get to the point that we making our some aspects today. And the first thing we're going to need is a few crucibles, okay? And how you make crucibles is simply, do I have this? Yes. Cauldron, right-click it, there's a crucible, right-click it, and there's another one. Bam. Now, the crucible, until we get some nitor, I'm going to heat this via some lava. And that is why I have this guy here, so I can put this crucible next to it. And then I'm actually in this corner going to put an ender tank. Bam, and set this to output, and it's automatically filling the crucible. And you're going to see here in a second, it's going to get some bubbles. I could have put netherrack and light it on fire, but we're only going to have this for probably 10-15 minutes, and then we're going to get rid of the lava. But this is ready now. Perfect. The next thing is, what we're going to need is this crucible. And we are going to make our first, I need the one for this, bada bing, alchemical furnace. Okay, and this guy, there's going to be more components. I figured we are going to put, I'm going to need this out. And then let's go one more down. And you guys know me, I will eventually dress this up here so it's all nice. But now I'm going to bring this cable over here. I'm going to automate as much as I can, as quick as I can when it comes to Thaumcraft, because I think it's awesome that we can do this. And let's put this guy here for a second. And place the alchemical furnace there. And in a minute, we're going to hook this up. Well, actually, let's just hook it up right now. Where's my export bus? Here it is. And we're going to put an export bus from the bottom. That's really important, because that way, if you put it from the sides, it will put it in the top slot and the bottom slot. But now what I can do is simply take a piece of coal and say export this to me all the time, and it's going to fill it down here as a fuel. And I'm always going to have fuel here. Later on, we might switch this to Elementum, but that is still quite ways out from here. So cool. We're already automating something, right? So that's perfect. Let me get rid of this. I don't need the bucket. I will need the bucket in a minute. But I don't need you, and I don't need the angel block anymore. I'm just always trying to keep it as clean as possible. So, now on top of this guy, we want to put a few, what are they called? Alembics or something. And for those, we're going to need to make a bunch of these filters. So I'm going to make 10 because we're going to need more of those. And these, we're going to need 5 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put this guy here, and it's going to cost more aqua and air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can stack a maximum of 5 per alchemical furnace, okay? And, oops, shift. Now, you guys see the output right there. This brownish hole. That is where you hook stuff up in this. So I'm actually going to put them backwards, because later on there's going to be... let's check real quick what they're called. Import... These right here, the Essentia import buses, and they only hook up to this. I had a lot of fun setting up a test in the single player world, because I never used any of the Applied Energistics Thaumcraft stuff for this, right? But now what this does is, if I put any items in here, or ethereal essences, it's going to smelt this down into the aspects, and they're going to fill up here, and then we can take them out in jars or anything like that, and use them for... our magic. You'll see when we get there, in case you have never done Thaumcraft before. So the next thing is what I want to do. I'm going through this quite quickly, because these beginning stages we have all done many times before. I want to make a Golemancer spell. Bam. So I got that also done. This guy is running low, huh? Well, a little low on agua. And now I forgot what goes in the middle here. Yes. Now we're gonna need to make some... what's it called? Nitor. And Nitor is made with, let me show you in the book. I think it's here. Yep. You need to drop a glowstone dust into the crucible with 3 ignis, 3 lux, and potentia. Now, usually you would use a combination of torches and coal for this. But guess what? We don't need to mess around with that, because we have this stuff here. So we got Ignis right here. I'm going to make 10. So I'm going to need 15 of these because each one of them gives you 2. Yes. So that's 30. Yep, and that's exactly right. Now let's find Lux right there. I'm also going to need 15. And this, I'm really excited about this because, I mean, I barely had this running. And now potential. Oh, look at this. I'm finding them. First try. Awesome. Bam. And then we got the glowstone. So let's make some room here so we can actually deal with that. So how I'm going to do this now is over here at the crucible. I'm going to put 2 potentia, 2 lux, and 2 ignis. So that's going to be, well, that's going to be 4. I'm going to need to put 3 each. Yes. And then I can put 2 glowstones. So let's do that. 1. And looks like I need to put away the magnet. Bam. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm getting Aurum. Ay, ay, ay. I did not think of that. Every one of these ethereal essences gives you Aurum, but there's 1 and 2. So now I got this leftover Aurum. So this is actually not good. Shift right click. Yes, there it goes. And that gets rid of it. And now I'm actually going to start building up some flux here. And how are we going to do this? I need my magnet again for a second. So I can take this guy out. Get this lava out. Send it back into the ME. And now I can use one of these Nitor as my heat source. So there's no more flowing lava. And, well, it's the Thaumcraft way, right? And so now I'm actually going to put these away. We are going to do it the other way because I don't want this Aurum here. Apparently, that's we cannot use this until we actually have our golem filling jars and so on, but we'll get there. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can, guys. So now I'm going to need to go to this ME system, and we're going to have to do it the other way. We need some coal, and I'm sure I have not roaches. I need torches. Bam. Okay, so let's figure this out. Torches give you 1, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2. And this gives us 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's do this with this way. Magnet, go away. Now let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Oh, I did it. Oops, ow. I did it too fast. Oops, I have another torch. What am I doing? Bam, there it is. 1, 2. So, that is how we make Nitor. Just so you guys know, if I need more, I'll make more. Everything I'm going to show once. I'm always going to try to not bore you guys by doing the same thing every episode. Now, where were we? Yes, right here. And now when I put this guy in here with 4 bricks, we're getting our Golem animation core, the blank one. So that's the very first one. Everything on the Golem starts with that. And now this guy, we are going to meet... I have a cheat sheet on the other screen, guys. Now, for this one, we're going to need 5. Let me just show you guys. Now, to make the next right there, this guy right there, we're going to need a blank animation core with 5 aqua and 5 aqueous. So now I'm going to have to find out... Did I say aqueous? I meant vacuous and aqua. And you know what? We'll deal with the flux when we get it. I want to get this done. So that is 6. And now I need vacuous, also 6. This is only the only time here today that we're going to make the stuff by hand in the crucible. Next episode, this is going to be automated. So D3 and D3. And now we have enough to do this guy right there. And we got our animation core. Decanting. And I guess I need to get rid of... Can I just use you? Bam. Uh-oh. We got flux. And now we don't. Okay. We don't want to mess around with that too much so we can, you know, screw up our whole area and stuff. So now we have this guy, and now we actually need to do our first infusion. And that one, we need to make a few other things here. It's going to be a long episode, guys. I'm sorry, but I hope you're enjoying it as much as I. So I'm going to make insufficient V's, okay? Let's use this guy then. This is how you make regular jars. And right now I'm going to need 1 to make a water jar, and then 3 for the actual thing that we are going to make. And I'm also, like I said, need to make 1 water jar. Do I have not enough aqua? Okay, so I need to make it with this one. And I also would like to make, I don't think they cost anything, so I'm gonna make 4 labels. You guys see how easy this is to make all this stuff? And I'm just gonna take these out so I know where they are. Okay, cool. So, what do we need now? Actually, because I'm gonna get Aurum, I'm gonna need 1 more jar. So give me 1 more. Bam. Cool. So now, to make this guy right there, I'm gonna need 15 agua, 15 modus, and 15 precantatio. So that means 8 of each. Cheat sheet. Where's my cheat sheet? Yes, okay. I already forgot. Okay, so let's get the agua. I said I need 8, so motus. I'm gonna have to look this up. Motus, also 8, and then precantatio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I'm taking them out, but here we go. We got 8 of these. So now what we can do is come over here and take our 1, 2, 3, 4 jars in our hand. Yes. And now we can put in, let's start with the precantatio. And you guys are going to see it's going to, there's 1, and then, well, the Aurum, there's the Aurum. Okay. So what I usually do is then while I wait for this stuff to go, I'm just filling these 2, and then I put them down. Then I take 2 labels and slap them on there and pick these guys up again. Just so you know, I'm ready for when this is done. And when I have these all done, I'm gonna put the aqua in there and the motus. And then when everything is filled, we'll do our infusion. Oh, that's all done. We got 48 of this Aurum, which I don't know what we'll can ever use it for, but I'm sure there's gonna be something. And 16 of each of these 3. We only need 15, but that is fine. And now, I gotta check here real quick. What was it again? The water jar and 3 water bottles. Yes, so let's put the water jar right there. And then the 3 water bottles. And this should be a very easy infusion, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. But it's our first one, so I'm excited. And let's get whatever you out here. Everything is there. And right-click it. What? Oh. Of course, I need to put the core here in the middle. There we go. And now right-click. What's happening? Yeah, guys, I don't know. That was a dumb mistake on my part. Sorry about that. I don't know why I was thinking it takes a void jar if it just takes a water jar. So now we right-click this. Bam. Dragon Fu came over and helped me out. I'm lucky he saw it. I triple checked everything over and over. It's kind of, stuff like that bums me out when I can't figure this out. Anyway, so now this is going. It's sucking in all the aspects. It tells you how much more it needs. And I think this is a fairly easy infusion here, right? Yeah, instability minor. So I don't think we're going to have any problems. When we get to the higher stuff, there's going to be a little different setup here. I'm going to have like... oh, now it's sucking in the jar. I'm going to have hoppers over here so I can have multiple items on every one of these pedestals. And we should get our core here any second. And bam, there it is. We got it. Thanks, Dragon. Okay, now, of course, we need to do one more thing. We need to make our actual golem. And for that, we need... Here, let me show you. I researched down to... Oh, apparently I just researched the traveling trunk by clicking on it. I went down to all the way to stone golems because I wanted to know what this and so on. But we're gonna make the clay golem. That's these aspects: spiritus, motus, and humanus with a brick. And I guess we need to make one more time the bad stuff. But that's okay. I think today is gonna be... What? Really? You can't get in there now, right? There we go. We got our golem. Yay! Now we're gonna set this guy down right there. What you don't want to set him on the block. You want to right-click the actual item, or actually shift right-click, which is the alchemical furnace, or just right-click. There we go. And it placed it. So now this guy is tied to this, and of course we need to give him this thing right there. And now with the bell, you can check. When you right-click him, it shows you, hey, I'm tied to this right there, okay? And you right-click him again to undo it. So, but now what we can do is actually, I don't know how much aurum I'm gonna need for a while. So, can I actually, I never tried this. Can I right-click? I cannot fill this in here. That's fine. How do I get this over there? I guess with Essentia tubes or something? I don't think. If I shift right-click, then it's probably going to empty it. But let me shift right-click the void jar. It just places it. Okay. Alright, that's fine. But let's make a few jars real quick so I can actually show you guys what we're going to use this for. Let's make 1, 2, 3. Usually you don't get more than 3 aspects. So for right now, I'm just going to make 3. And I'm going to place bam, bam, bam. Okay? And I'm going to pick these 2 up. Like aurum, I'm probably going to have 1 over here as a void jar. So let's take this guy again out. And, how am I going to do this? I guess I just fill it by hand. But let me just show you guys. We'll get into this next time. So now I right-click this guy again. Hello? And now I tied him to this jar. You only need to tie him to 1 jar. And it's smart enough to take the other ones around it. But I like to just, you know, for the sake, tie him to this. So now I know he's tied to these jars right there. So now my question is, how am I going to do this? I guess I'm going to have more void jars. So let's just make 2 more because I really want to set up 1 with aurum. Let's make 2 more of these, and I still have some aqua here. No? What? Where's my, there it is. Take this guy. Hopefully I can make a few more. 1. Okay, I can make 1 more. That's fine. That's gonna be enough. Let's just put it up here. So I got 1 right there, and I put 1 right here. And now we can get just anything. Let's just get 1 Ignis. That's all I care about, because now for sure, maybe I'm gonna be able to tell what he holds in his hand. Let's try this. Let's try it. We're learning. Put this in here. And I don't actually know if... There we go. He's holding Ignis. Clearly you can see he's holding Ignis. And for Ignis, I want a regular jar. I don't want voided. So I'm going to put it down here. Bam, he put it in. Now he's holding aurum. You guys see that? So now I'm going to put this right there. So this is going to be a void jar from now on. Let me put this down and get the label off and put this right there. And I'm probably not going to move this for a while. This is going to be here for when I break up all the other stuff, so he can just always empty this, because I don't remember needing a lot of aurum until we have our applied energistics system set up for this. And when you shift right-click a jar, it empties it, by the way, if it has something in it. So cool, guys. This is what I wanted to get to today. Next time, we're going to automate this guy here, so I don't waste any... Oh, there's still some stuff. What? I just saw something. Alright, now it's gone for sure. And of course, I need to go ahead and charge on my wands and everything again. And this is a super long episode. I know, guys, sorry about that, but I really wanted to get all this done, and I had a lot of fun. And I hope you guys did too. And you'll see that Thaumcraft it's going to be different here. Maybe next episode, we're going to have a little more manual stuff. But then after that, it's going to be all in our AE system. Which is then, it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to see. Let me just get rid of these 2. flux thingamajiggies here. Sorry. And don't tell me I dropped one in there. No. Alright, guys. Anyways, let me take my goodbye shot right there with my little buddy. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, we forgot one thing. Please tell me this doesn't cost a lot of 8 and 8. I need to give this guy the most important thing. He needs his top hat. I never put one on. Bam, he's got a top hat. I wanted him to have a top hat. He's our little butler. How you doing, buddy? You guys see him sometimes shifting colors. Anyways, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.